right, South Florida, you're duly warned. The Gatorade and vitamin water mixture is in full effect, and we have Blanca Stella Mejia with us here on Freedom Business. Blanca's our social networking expert. Blanca, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Jim. And you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I gotta just tell the story. Blanca and I, when we had our first meeting, Blanca sat down. I said, okay, tell me about social media, because as far as I'm concerned, it's passé. I just rolled my eyes, kicked back, went half to sleep, and before I was done, Blanca Stella Mejia had me leaning in and listening to every word and telling me how I needed to go from analog to digital. So, first of all, Blanca, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jim. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, we're glad to have you. Now, why would somebody want to dive into social media?
Well, first of all, when you hear the word social media, the first word is social. You have to be social. The second word is media, and you are using the media, video, photos, audio, or text to convey your message. So one has to dive in to be able to convey the message through the different platforms that they were talking about.
Excellent. Now, what's the difference between social media marketing and traditional marketing? I'm an old man. I had Marketing 101, Marketing 201, Marketing 301. Sounds like we're about Marketing 1501. Tell me more.
Well, the traditional marketing is what George and Adam were talking about, which is the email marketing and the print marketing, and the SEO is kind of traditional, but what is new?
Boy, am I an old man. SEO's traditional, email's traditional. I always thought it was just sending somebody a postcard was traditional.
Well, a lot of people have been doing internet marketing, but now with social media, then there's what is called social media optimization, which is social media marketing, where you through your website, through the platform, you present the message and you start communicating with people that you meet online, namely Twitter and Facebook. Now, the difference between the traditional marketing is that now you can go virally to many more people through one message.
Wow, that's just absolutely terrific. Now, what is social media marketing? Is that going to replace traditional marketing?
Absolutely not.
So it's sort of a complementary, additive thing, part of the multiple legs on a stool.
Exactly. Once your platform is set up that George was talking about through WordPress or Joomla, then you start creating your content. So the main thing with social media is that you are out there to convey, to tell people, hey, this is what I'm about, this is what I do. But first and foremost, people have to be social. You have to get to know people, especially on Twitter. People don't want to be sold, they just want to know who you are.
Yeah, I originally started my own Twitter account when Twitter came out, and I immediately didn't do a thing on it because what I thought was that if I put something out, I tweeted a couple times, it was really stupid stuff. Then if I put something out, I would think that people would stop following me if I didn't engage them. They basically see I'm a phony.
That's true. If you don't engage, there's no point in doing it.
Okay, so then where does a newbie that has no clue of social media, how to work it, where do they start?
Well, the way I started was kind of difficult because I started without knowing anybody, and I started communicating with people. I wanted to learn about authors. I wanted to write a book.
Right.
So I started communicating with those people, and I did connect, but it's not the same as being able to connect with people in the local community. And once I started connecting in the local tweet-ups, and then starting meeting them personally and then taking it online and developing those relationships, then you create a real community. And not only that, you discover the amazing talent that lies there. And these are people that are, graphics, coders, programmers, designers, PR people. There's just everything out there, and I had no idea of the amazing talent that's out there. And it's very reachable. It's just, you can just tweet someone that you wouldn't imagine connecting with, and there, just by a tweet, because you're just being friendly, then people are just much more open.
So it's sort of its own community, and it knows people that are members and knows that there are people that aren't because of the specific type of etiquette they use.
There is a Twitter, especially on Twitter, there is an etiquette. You have to be real first and foremost, and it is about being social. And I started out taking pictures of Miami, of the beach, and just different things, and people like that. That's a good way to start. If you don't know what to say, just take pictures.
No, you're wonderful. Every time you show up somewhere, you go, can I tweet about this, and can I take a picture of this so I can tweet it?
Yeah, people love pictures.
Oh, that's great. Now, how much does it cost for someone to set up their own blog or website? And what's the difference between a blog and a website?
Well, most of the platforms are free, like, setting up on Twitter and everything. And you can set up a free blog using Blogger, WordPress, or different things, but that wouldn't be on your own domain, self-hosted. And if you set up a website with the CMS with the CMS platforms, then
George is sitting here nodding, by the way.
Well, it's not that expensive, actually. It's the cost is minimal.
That's great. Now, Blanca, Mike, how much time do I have left with Blanca?
You have a couple minutes.
A couple good minutes? Okay, Blanca. So here I am. I'm sitting here totally freaking out that I don't think there's anything going on in social media. Suddenly I meet you. I find out there is stuff going on in social media. We're going to talk about a lot of the different things that we're going to do in social media in the coming shows. Can you give people just a little bit of an inkling on what they can expect from Freedom Business's social media stuff as we gear up?
All right, so one of the tips that I would say is that first you can observe. So you can start observing. You don't have to engage right away. And one of the things that you can do is go on search.twitter.com, and since it's all real-time conversation, you can just put a keyword on search.twitter.com, and all of a sudden you can see who's talking about that specific search, that keyword. And then all of a sudden you'll start seeing what is called a hashtag, which is a £, and then you'll start noticing, oh, these people talk about this conversation, and then they put hashtags. So then you start following the hashtag.
What does a hashtag mean?
What it is that people can create their own hashtags. So I could create a hashtag right now called Jim Freed Transformation.
I got a feeling we're going to be seeing that out there. I don't think anybody's going to be squatting on that one.
Well, if I start tweeting that I am going to do a project to transform Jim Freed, then or we can just create that hashtag and people can start following because it would be a fun thing.
I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it.
And people can have that hashtag open on their tweet deck, and every day they can see what's going on with Jim.
Okay, well, the first thing we need to do is make sure we get people. How do people find you, Blanca?
My website is blancastella.com. And you can reach me at blancastella.com or 305-710-1311. And you can also tweet me at Miami Shines. Just go to twitter.com/Miami Shines and just send me a tweet.
Well, we'll be having many, many more sessions with Blanca Stella Mejia. She's going to be a regular fixture on our weekly show. We're really looking forward to it. And Blanca's going to be bringing me into the age of Twitter, Facebook, and all the other social media. Thank you so much today, Blanca Stella Mejia, our social media expert. We'll be right back after this short message with Brandon Kress from Sapoznik Insurance.